Hey guys, this is Scott from BYSP, and today on Gran Turismo 5 for the only for the PS3, I'm going to be showing you a special way on beating this race. You guys ever notice how this one, the American Championship, and then you have the Indy 500 race, and then people always say, oh, it's the easiest way to earn $117,000 in 5 minutes. Well, people say use the Corvette ZR1, soup it up and all that. Well, you know what? You gotta tune it just right to like make it turn right away. I found a much easier way to do this. It's called using the buy your own NASCAR. Now you gotta get to level 21, which obviously you're already gonna be at if you're racing in this race. So what you're gonna do is buy this NASCAR, alright? Alright, I do have a camera stand now. I'm just repositioning it a bit. Okay, and you're going to basically drive around online races, look for NASCAR only races, or set up your own and do it. Make it so that your oil runs really low, so your oil's like, not where you're getting the red light, but where it starts getting diluted, like it's all messed up and shit. And then do an oil change, and you should get to 892 horsepower. If not, your engine, you're going to have to buy that as well for an engine rebuild, which is 150K. But trust me, this is worth it because I'm going to show you why in this race. Okay, so you're going to buy your NASCAR, you're going to race it a lot, you're going to, get used to its feeling and handling and all that shit. This is why the point of this, while you're also doing it, so you make the oil change worthwhile to up your horsepower. And then you're going to go your tuning shop. I'm sorry, not tuning shop. You're going to go to the garage. And you're gonna get your car out, and you are going to tuning it. Now, what I did is that you also gotta buy the chassis reinforcement from the chassis section in the tuning shop, and then you also want to buy racing soft tires. I'll repeat that: racing soft tires and chassis reinforcement. It's those weird blue bars things you see in the preview photo. Anyway, you're gonna come down to transmission, and you're going to tune it so it says 242 horsepower. I mean, top speed is right there, 242. And then you are going to X out of that. You're going to go to your body chassis. You're going to go to aerodynamics, and you're going to turn it both all the way up. Your rear is going to be at 70, which is full, and your front's going to be at 50, which is full. That's done. Here's the annoying part, but I'm going to repeat this nice and slow so you guys can follow this video and also soup your car up. So you're going to go to your suspension, right? And you should automatically have everything tuned. You're going to have everything available. So I'm going to zoom in and show you what these are. You want your ride height for your front 0. You want your rear height to be plus 10. You want your spring rate in the front to be 15.9, and you want your rear spring rate to be 13.3. You want your dampers in your front to be 8, your dampers in your rear 8, and your front 8 and your rear 8. That's your dampers extension and compression for front and rear are all going to be 8. Your anti-roll bars for the front and rear are both going to be 6. Next is your wheel alignment. Your camber angle minus is going to be in the front 1.5. In your rear, you're going to have a 0.5. In your toe angle, you're going to have a negative 0.25 for your front. And in your rear, you're going to have a 0.20 for your rear toe angle. I got this set up off PlayStation forums, and oh my god, it kicks the crap out of everyone in NASCAR. I can hit like 230 in a draft, no problem. 240 in a draft, believe it or not, on the back straightaway. This setup is just really good. Next up is actually I think that's it. I think in your brakes, your front and rear, you want to have it at 7. Once that's done, you're gonna get your car. Mine actually has 881 horsepower right now, so it's oil change is in order, so I'm going to go ahead and give it an oil change right now. Now, for those of you who don't know, oil changes boost up your car's horsepower, so we're going to do that now. Actually, no, I'm running out of time, so I should still be fine. This is, I don't expect to win this. I'm just going to show you guys how to do this. The hardest part, I did the Mazda Laguna Seca. the other one with the exact same setup, and it worked perfectly fine. Like, no problem. It's just a matter of passing on the right times. Okay, so we're going to go to A-Spec. We're going to go to Extreme. And we're going to go to American Championship. We're going to pick Indy Speedway. I'm just going to lower my volume a bit, because you guys need to be able to hear me when I'm talking and showing you how to do this correctly. Okay, so we're loading it up. Now I have 6 minutes left for filming on this camera. It's a low memory stick, but it's okay quality, so now it's at 5 minutes, so the race is about 5 minutes or more, so I'm probably not going to be able to finish, but I'm going to at least do a couple laps, and everything is pretty much the same for each lap. It's just a matter of racing a little bit aggressive. If you have to put them into the wall, but not to a point where you're slamming and losing your own speed, it's just a simple nudging them into the wall on the main straightaways, and then they basically get slowed down, and then that's the least you have to worry about. The most people you're going to have to worry about is the people in the Chaparral 2J cars, the Ford GT-LM race cars, Spec 2, and Spec 1. Those are the cars that are most likely going to be on your ass the whole time. If you can make these turns just right, you can actually get about 6 seconds ahead of the whole race, but you gotta get these turns perfectly. Okay, so this is one of the harder ones. Each race is about a couple of different setups. The harder one is when the car behind you is the 2J Spec car, which is what you see right there. So on turns 1 and 3, they brake pretty nicely, except for the first lap, because they're not going fast enough to brake. That was turn 1. This is turn 2. And on turns 1 and 3, they brake heavily. That is your chance to pass them. On this straightaway, you want to draft. Usually, not until lap 2, you'll catch up to the first 2 people in the lead. So, I don't mind that I'm a little far behind them and that they're right there. And they're going to brake right there, and I'm just going to catch up and pretty much blow right by this guy right here. On turns 2 and 4, they brake moderately, but you're not really going to pass them on that. Now, don't worry about passing them right here if they're like this, because they're going to brake right here, like watch. You're going to see them just stop. There you go, they just basically stopped. And then you guys really get to go on. You want to start wide and cut in real deep along the, close as you can to the grass. And you want to have on ASM on, you want to have skid recovery force on, TCS on 7, and probably should have said that earlier, but yeah, ABS on launch of that, active steering, driving line off, you don't need that on. Now see how they're catching up? Don't worry about that. They're going to brake right there, and then you're good. Usually you want to dip below 165 on these turns, and you want to go into them above about 200. You do not need to brake at all. The closest thing to braking is maybe almost halfway through the turn, just ease off the accelerator for like half a second to a second, and you're good. Let's say this is the last lap and they're catching up. This is where you want to race more aggressive. You want to keep looking in your rearview mirror, seeing where they are, and when you see them trying to pass you, just nonchalantly, which means like kind of like gently, just get in front of them and block them. That's the other thing you gotta do. Usually they're going to be far ahead, behind you like that, and then you're just going to race like this pretty much. Now I usually come in first. I came in second a couple times, usually because I didn't go into a turn very well, and I slowed down to like 150, and that kind of screws you over. I mean, if you slow down to 150 in a turn, you probably have a decent chance of catching up. It would just be a little bit more difficult, but it's still manageable for most people. Like this guy, this white car coming up on me, that's the Ford GT-LM race car Spec 2. That's the one that always gives me a run for my fucking money. If I just hit the wall, I'll be fine. Watch. Even though he's passing me right now, we're probably neck and neck. Watch. When it comes to this turn, you're gonna watch him go away. Right there. That's it. They brake heavily. That's your chance to pass. Now, if the situation arises, I'm gonna show you how to do this as well. I'm gonna actually purposely let one of them catch up to me on his turn, and I'm gonna show you what you do to them when that happens. Watch. I'm gonna let this guy pass me. He's gonna get up to me, and then you're just gonna go like that, and it slows him down. Now, it doesn't matter if someone passes you on your way, because they're most likely going to brake. Usually, the most time they're going to try to pass you is after turn 4 up here, and then when you're approaching the finish line. That's when they're going to try and get you. So, I actually got a minute left of filming on the camera, so I'm probably not going to be able to get done this last lap, I don't know. But, yeah. And I see right there they're getting close. I wasn't looking behind me. The key is constantly looking behind you with the rear view button. I highly recommend this view. Do not go in the cockpit view even if you're comfortable with it, because in the NASCAR you have a shit rear view in your NASCAR. And trust me, these suspension settings you dialed in definitely help the crap out of you. Otherwise you would not be making these sharp turns going 180. You'd be flying into the wall. Trust me. I personally see how they're all ganging up on me like this? It doesn't matter, because watch. It just braked. This video is a little bit long. Only because I'm showing in the whole race, so yeah. And then I'm gonna make this turn pretty nice, and then they're probably gonna start catching up on me. I'm not sure if they are in time or not. They can catch up pretty fucking fast on you. In this case, I got pretty lucky. They're not catching up. But when it comes to that last turn, you just gotta basically block them. If there's 2 or 3 of them blocking you, you're kind of screwed if it's the last lap. But you're guaranteed to come 3rd place and still get like 65,000. That's the worst case scenario. Usually it's only one of them that tries to come up on you at a time on the final home stretch. Just simply get in front of them and block them. That's all you gotta do. And then usually they'll slow down to avoid hitting you, because that's what the AI does. It tries their best to avoid you. So if you get in front of them, they're gonna automatically brake a bit, giving you a leap in the pressure. So that's pretty much it. Hope this helped you guys.